Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Sulk stream. It is a Monday. We're Mondaying it up. We're doing the Monday thing. Monday. How's it, guys? How's it going? How have you been? How was your weekend? I am excited to hear all about it. I'm excited to hear what you guys have to say. I hope everyone's doing okay. I hope everyone's doing fine. My hair is doing a thing. Hold on. Let me get my hair into... Oh, yeah, that's better. That's better. So tonight, we're going to be chilling out, relaxing. It's going to be a real ease into the week kind of Monday. We're going to watch some broads try to climb a mountain and then have some men tell them what to do, and then they don't like that, and then they're going to die from that. So it's going to be pretty funny to watch. That's the gist of it. That is the gist. The female climbers decided not to do what the Sherpas told them to do, and they died. It's just a very funny thing. I'm like, why can't you just listen? Why can't you? It's not like we're trying to, like, lord over you or anything like that. We're trying to keep you from getting killed, and then you got killed because you didn't do. But they're all like, no man tells me what to do. I'm going to do it. And then they did not do it. They died. You died. Why? Why? I don't understand, but it doesn't have to make sense to me. Maybe it'll make sense to you. I know it won't. And this is what we're going to do. So get comfy, get cozy, grab a bucket to poop in, because there's a lot of poop up on Everest. And that's a thing. You got to pack it in a bag and take it back with you. So it's not like you just poop the weight out and then just leave little turds all over the mountain. But there's avalanches of poop coming down that mountain. If you're working, keep working. If you are driving, please drive safely. Hit the like button. Subscribe, do all that stuff. If you want to help me out, ko-fi.com/sulkstream would be great. I'd appreciate it. Anyways, I'm the Incredible Sulk. This is the Sulk stream. This is called, These Sherpas Knew These Fitness Girls Were Going to Die. Based.
Today, we explore how these fitness influencers attempted one of the world's deadliest peaks, while their Sherpas saw the tragedy coming. Blinded by arrogance and vanity, they mistook
arrogance and vanity. It kills us all.
Fitness strength for high-altitude survival and belittled their Sherpas' experience. What unfolded next above 25...
What do you know? You just climb this mountain for a living. You could climb this mountain barefoot and stuff, but I take pictures of my ass on Instagram. So there. I put my butt up on the kitchen or the bathroom sink like that. And I pop off one of those. 1,000,000 likes. Can you do that, Sherpa? Huh? I knew you were born on this mountain pretty much. Maybe you actually were. But you can't compete with this. Wait, hold on. One of those shots? Would you guys want me to do one of those shots for you? Those are back shots. Back shots of John. For sale.
1,000 feet, forced their Sherpas into haunting choices.
At least they stayed true to their principles. Right. At least they didn't let no man tell them, no, don't do that. You're going to die. You see that big cloud? That is a storm. It's going to hit this mountain. You're going to freeze up there. Please do not go. And then, what does that man know? What does that man know? I can touch my toes. I can't touch my toes. I mean, I could touch him if like this, but like I can't. I could touch like this, but I can't. I'm not flexible. That's not my strong suit. But yeah, I guess they stuck to it. They're all like, yeah, this man told us that we were going to die up there. And to show him wrong, we fucking died up there. You showed him. You showed that Sherpa who was like, you paid to keep you alive, by the way. And then you're like, nah, fuck you. Sherpas aren't cheap. Maybe they are. I don't know. I've never been mountain climbing. But I just going on this trek. How much does it cost to climb Everest? When you get like past the training and all the gear and stuff like that and the actual like plane tickets and you need a permit to climb, right? You need a permit. Those aren't cheap. It's like $50K, maybe $100K. It's a lot of, hey, Bhutan, $5 and he's got a thing for us. We just started this. What the hell? I don't care. I'll pull up your link. I don't care. It's Real Loose Monday. Loose beehole Monday. This is nice. I'll take this. What is that? A marmot? What is a marmot? Looks like he's having a good time. That's a comfy marmot. Why can't I? This is Bonnie Blue on a normal day. This is Muslim. This is third world jizz right here. That's it. They're just spraying it all over her back. I'm going to Sherpa this show. That means I'm going to carry it because I'm the only one who does it. There's no one else that does this. A lot of other people say they do stuff. They do not. Farrell is not a part of this show. Neither is Knob. Ardent does some stuff, yeah. And Bonnie Blue here, taking loads like like a laundromat, is doing not the Lord's work, doing Satan's work. I know, right? That seems like a really chill marmot. I don't think I wouldn't be that relaxed. I would never be that relaxed. I'm not that relaxed now. I don't like people touching me. I don't like getting massages. I've gotten one. I was all like, that was wildly unpleasant. Why did you? That was wildly unpleasant. I don't like any of that. Oh no, it's all rubbing. No, I don't want to get rubbed. Please. No. Maybe it's autism. Knob is not a second mic. I'll ban that guy. I will fucking ban that guy. Oh, I'll ban him so good. He is gay. He's gay for me. Knob's dog is absolutely gay for me. That's a fact. There's no... Do you guys heard him when he came on the show that one time? And he was all like, dude, yo, I want to gobble your nuts, man. I'm paraphrasing, but that's pretty much what he was saying. You see this chin? This is John's ball rest right here. It's not me. That's not me saying it. That's Knobs. And I was like, whoa, dude, I'm wildly uncomfortable. I'm married, sir. And I'm not gay. Like you. You're clearly gay. It's not a beaver. It's a marmot. Whatever the hell that is. Not the most unresponsive beaver I've seen. Rough, King. Rough. Rough. King hooks up with chicks that just lie there, apparently. You're not even going to do nothing? You're not even going to look at me? It's just... This is King getting laid. Like, you guys... It's POV, right? Look away. Is this thing dead? Is he gonna like roll it open, like roll it over, and it's just like its chest is gonna be wide open with all its organs removed? Why? He's like, I'm making a hat. Okay, psychopath. Can you please stop watching Sulk stream for 3 minutes? Is that what women say when you're plowing away? You're all like, "Oh, do you want to do doggy style so we can both watch?" I have him on the TV. It's weird. Hi, King's chick, whatever. You, hey whore, hey whore. Well, let me guess. This got 3.7 million views. Look, dude, I'm getting absolutely mogged by a beaver, and I'm okay with that. I am so okay with that, and it's not completely unexpected either. I understand that this is way more palatable to the masses than what I'm serving up. You know what I mean? Good for you, buddy. Good for you. I hope all this money goes to your habitat, your enclosure. I'm happy for you. I'm not jealous in the least bit. But if I do see one of these things, I'm going to fucking kill it. In the wild, I'll kill it. With a boot.
No amount of experience could prepare them for. It was September 22nd,
Not our
2016,
chat. This is my chat.
and Manaslu Base Camp sat at 15,750 feet on a broad glacial shelf at the head of the Samagayan Valley. The monsoon had not fully released its grip on the Himalayas, and low clouds clung to the ridgelines most mornings, burning off by midday to reveal Manaslu's north face, an enormous sweep of snow, rock, and hanging ice that rose more than 11,000 vertical feet from where the tent.
I've always wanted to do this, right? Because I guess I'm insane like that. I've always wanted to give this a shot, but it seems like it's not fun. It doesn't seem fun. I mean, like the challenge and stuff, yeah. And the getting to the top and be like, yes, I did it. I got to the top. That's great. But like when you're doing it, you're just trudging up the snow and you're like, this is kind of boring. This is boring as shit. And you just look at the guy in front of you and you're like, and you look at the people behind and then you're like, okay, this is a hike. I'm on a hike. This is an extreme hike. I'm extreme hiking, sure, but it's still a hike. And that seems boring. That's my 2 cents. But if somebody wants to pay for me to go up on a hill, on a mountain climb, I'm down. We hit like a donation limit or something like that. And I'll go up a fucking mountain. I'll go find a mountain. I'll climb it.
Tents were pitched. The air carried the smell of damp stone and glacier melt, and wind moved through
It's
camp.
actually like a really long Disney line. Like, imagine going and riding the Matterhorn, but like it takes like 3 weeks to get up there to the Matterhorn ride. It's pretty much, and you don't see the Yeti. There's no Yeti, so you're going on the Matterhorn, and then you don't even get to like. If there was a roller coaster at the top, or at least a sled, then I would be more tempted. If there was like a bomb-ass sled, I would be like, okay, here we go. And I fly down that mountain. I don't know how fast you would go, but you would go really, really fast. I'd be like, okay, yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun. But like just hiking up there and being like, well, let's go back down. A lot of them don't spend more than a couple minutes up there. That's it. Maybe a couple of minutes. Maybe. In the best case. And a lot of times they don't even make it up there. So you're just climbing a hill until like a storm hits and then you got to start climbing down the hill. That sucks. You've been training all year for this or maybe a long time. Then you spent so much money to fly to Nepal and get a permit and stuff like that. And they're like, okay, you can climb the mountain. You can climb our holy mountain and shit all over it if you want. Here's your stamp, right? Hire one of these dickheads who make 6 cents a day I don't know how. Probably not much. Probably not much to save Western, European folk like yourself. And a lot of the time they don't even do it right. Right? You see how many fucking bodies are up there? If only those people had a sled. They didn't even bother. They didn't even bother. Like, maybe if you just want to bring, like, I don't know, a yoga mat or something that rolls up on your back. And in case you can't make it down in time, whip out the yoga mat, slide down that bitch. If you're gonna die anyway, if you're on the edge of death, and you're all like, I'm going to freeze to death up here unless I toboggan my way out of here, which is the best story you could possibly have. You make it to the Nepal bar, which is not a thing because you can't drink in Nepal anywhere. Nepal does not allow alcohol. So you're going to have to jump over to India, which seems worse, but there you go. You're going to have a story. You're going to be like, you can't open the beer. You're like, I don't have any fingers left because they're all frostbitten, so you just got like a nub trying to crack a beer. I don't know. Didn't even try the toboggan route. Did not even try.
In irregular gusts that rattled guy lines and sent prayer flags snapping against a sky that couldn't decide between gray and blue. Compared to Everest, Manaslu Base Camp was quiet, roughly.
King of all Pixels says, I'm fine, John. What's toboggan you? You listen here, you motherfucker. You leave those jokes to me. They're my jokes. All right? That's not even a good one. Okay, it's all right. It's all right. But leave the jokes to me, please. Thank you.
At least 70 climbers occupied the site across 6 commercial expeditions. Their tents grouped in loose clusters separated by boulder fields and snowmelt channels. Generators hummed from the larger mess tents, and radio chatter drifted between camps.
Bring a poking sip for the frozen corpses.
Nepali, English.
I mean, how do you die? Like, I guess they don't die of starvation. They die from the cold. Could you cut open a dead? No, they're cold already. So you can't like tauntaun them, right? You can't cut them open and live inside them. If you have a climbing buddy that's like fat, you could do that. That would definitely be a possibility. But then, if you don't use them, they're just dragging you down, huffing and puffing the whole way. So you're just like, ugh. It better get too cold to survive. Because, like, I don't want to, like, haul you along and not cut you open and live inside you. Yeah. I'm just thinking of, like, how ways you could do it. But, like, I mean, he would have to be pretty big. Especially for somebody like me. If you were, like, a smaller girl or something like that. I don't know. I'm overthinking it. You guys, you got to tell me when I'm overthinking things.
And Korean. The climbing season was just beginning.
King says, sorry, Grand Cult Wizard. Shut up.
Ropes were still being fixed on the upper mountain, and the first acclimatization rotations had started.
I accept your
Among
apology.
Those settling into base camp were Brooke Callahan and Jenna Hart, both from San Diego, 27 and 26 years old, respectively.
Okay, San Diego, too. San Diego. Have you guys ever been to San Diego? It's like 70, 80 degrees all the time. It's nice. It's pleasant. It doesn't rain. It's beautiful weather constantly. Offshore breezes. It's very nice. Good waves. And you're like, I'm going to go climb a mountain because my ass looks good when I put it on the bathroom counter. The bathroom sink. Right. Put my ass on the bathroom sink. This qualifies me to climb a mountain. You see how many miles I can run? Of course I can climb this mountain. You see how many Pilates I can do? I can do 6 Pilates. I'm going to climb a mountain because that's how many Pilates I can do. What does that mean? What is a Pilates?
Effectively, and both carrying the kind of fitness that looked impressive on camera, but had never been tested above 20,000 feet. Brooke had built a combined social media
San Diego's perfect weather 90% of the time. Yeah. It's gorgeous. It's lovely down there.
Of roughly 75,000 across Instagram.
The people I can take or leave. A lot of them are cool.
And YouTube.
But not all of them.
fitness content, lifestyle optimization posts, and aspirational messaging that positioned every challenge as a narrative of personal triumph. She monetized that audience through sponsorships with activewear, supplement, and gear companies, and the Manaslu Expedition, partially funded by a $10,000 sponsorship package from a mix of smaller activewear and supplement brands, requiring regular branded posts from altitude, was her most ambitious content project to date. Jenna was Brooke's best friend and content partner, with a following of approximately
Lesbos. 80% sure. Not completely positive. But you think they were doing like a Brokeback Mountain thing? I don't want to be crass about it, okay? Right? I don't automatically want to get down to like, they were probably licking each other out and shit like that. I don't want to be that way. But I have to acknowledge it. It has to be touched on. Were they lesing out on that mountain? I'm just saying. Is there a video?
Only 40,000 built largely through association with Brooke's brand. Where Brooke was assertive and decisive, Jenna was quieter, more cautious by instinct, and
Yeah, so the butch and the mask. Or what do lesbians have? There's a butch one and then there's a femme. The butch and the femme.
Consistently deferential to Brooke's judgment. The dynamic between them had worked well in every...
Got her tongue stuck like that kid in A Christmas Story. Gotta pour hot water on it. That's horrible. That's horrible. Bhutan. It's very quiet because that was only $1. John, if you free climb any snow cap in the USA, I'll sponsor you. Sponsor me how? How will you sponsor me? What kind of like, will that be lucrative? Snow cap in the USA, I'll sponsor you. Free climb. Free climb any snow cap. I've been to the top of mountains, but I took a ski lift up there. So I don't think that counts. You want me to walk up there, which sounds not, I'm not going to lie to you. It doesn't sound tempting. That does not sound tempting to me. But if the price is right, I'll consider it.
Context where confidence and energy...
I'll pay you for your travel and fear and gear. Travel and fear. And gear. Okay.
...were enough to carry results. Mountaineering above 26,000 feet was not one of
There's no mountains in Florida. There is 0 mountains in Florida. I'm about as far away in America where, like, I can't get further away from mountains. But where would be the closest? Appalachia? I'm not going back to California. All right? It's too far. Then I'd be like, oh, you're here, you have to visit family and stuff. I'm like, But I was just going to climb this mountain.
those contexts.
Such an
Their climbing experience was thin. Both had summited Kilimanjaro together 14 months earlier, a guided trek that required endurance but no technical skill.
Smoky Mountains?
Brooke had completed a basic mountaineering course on Rainier
that's
afterward,
Appalachia.
learning crampon use, ice axe arrest, and
I don't know if those are snowy, though. I don't think they're high enough to be snowy. Well, they're not like high. The Smoky Mountains?
rope travel.
They're not like the Rockies. Or, the Sierra Nevadas or something like that, where Sierra Nevadas are treacherous. They're bad. Like, if you ever, look up the Donner Party or anything like that, they're bad. Climbing up those, and I grew up at, the base of those mountains, so I know them pretty well. I used to drive up them all the time. They're pretty bad.
Over 2 days of instruction. Jenna had climbed Island Peak in Nepal 6 months before Manaslu, a guided ascent to 20,305 feet that represented her only Himalayan experience. The Island Peak summit gave both women a reference point that would prove dangerously misleading.
I wonder how this base camp is. You think that base camp is a party? You think they have kegs and stuff? Or is it just a bunch of fucking uppity bitches that are like, no, I don't want to get hammered right now. Guarantee you there's coke. Yeah, probably. My guess, yeah, probably. They seem like a coke crowd, like cocaine. They seem like they would be doing cocaine.
20,305 feet and 26,781 feet were separated by more than 6,000 vertical feet, where the rules of human physiology changed completely. But from base camp, that difference existed only as a number. They had applied to several Everest operators initially, but Brooke redirected to Manaslu after 2 rejections cited insufficient experience. Manaslu's reputation.
See, posting thirst traps on Instagram is not mountaineering material. All right, even if you have the money, and I'm sure she had the money. I'm sure she had the money. San Diego is not cheap.
Reputation as a more accessible 8,000er
base camp's
made
a
it
rager.
an easier sell to operators willing to accept clients on the margins. A Nepali company took their booking based on the Kilimanjaro summit, Jenna's Island Peak climb, signed liability waivers, and a fitness questionnaire that gym credentials satisfied without difficulty. The total cost...
Fitness questionnaire, she just posts like... post selfies. Just pins a Polaroid of her ass to it. How's that? That's pretty fit, huh? Yeah. There. See, now I can hike up that mountain.
Cost was $38,000 per person, with supplemental oxygen provided for the summit push.
$38K. That is not as much as I thought. Still $38,000.
Assigned to guide them were 2 men whose combined experience exceeded anything the women could comprehend from a base camp briefing. Kancha Thendu was 41, originally from Bung village in the Solukhumbu district, with 17 years as a high-altitude guide, 6 Everest summits, and 4 Manaslu summits. He was known within the guiding community as deliberate and observant, the kind of guide who read clients within days and adjusted his expectations accordingly. He supported aging parents in Bung and a wife in Kathmandu, recovering from gallbladder surgery, whose medical bills had consumed most of the previous season's earnings.
It was like $400. The surgery was like $400.
Furba Chaitan was 36, from Gudel in the Kotang district, with 12 years
Which pisses you off, doesn't it? Like, yeah, they're having like gallbladder surgery, and like it's surgery. It's not like the best surgery, but in America it costs like $500,000. And it's like, why? Why would I even bother with that? Why can't I just go to Kathmandu and have them take that out? It'd be fine. It's a simple surgery. Just let them do it. If I ever need a surgery, you bet your ass I'm going to Mexico or something like that. I'm not going to have it here. That would be retarded. I mean, like, sure. The surgeons here are good, I would hope. They're not sell your house good. There's no way they're that good. You can go to Singapore, where I'm sure they're a lot better, and they're not going to charge you your fucking house. There's no point to go to the hospital in the United States beyond very minor day-to-day things, right? If you break your arm, sure, go to the hospital in America or something like that. Emergencies are different. But you want to get something done? Go tourist. Be a medical tourist. You go buy kidneys, hearts. You'd be like, where'd you get this heart? Why are you asking so many questions? Do you not want the heart? No. I'll take it. You can get hearts, which is ghoulish. I know the person that you got that heart from was not dead. Okay? I know the person that wanted that heart was still alive and was still using that heart. But I will take the heart. All right? It's already out of the body. It's right there. Or what if you had like to meet the guy? Yeah, this is Bongo. You're going to be living with his heart from now on. And then Bongo's he's like, what? He turns, what? I thought my family was going to get $4,000. You're going to take my heart? Yeah. Yes. Damn.
Experience and 3 Manaslu summits, more vocal than Kancha, blunt with clients in a way that some appreciated and others resented. He carried a directness born from years of watching people underestimate mountains and overestimate themselves. He supported 2 younger siblings whose school fees in Kathmandu depended entirely on his seasonal income. Both men understood the economic architecture of their profession. the fee structure that made walking away from a client financially ruinous, the operator relationships that could end a career if a guide was labeled difficult, and the reality that every season required balancing professional judgment against the constraints.
How much do these guys actually make? Like, actually their take home. Because I want to know what their take home rate is. Because I don't think it can be that much. I'm sure they charge these people a lot of money. But I think it's probably like goes to some agency. There's something corrupt behind it, I'm sure. Right? Because if these guys were like millionaires, I think a lot more people would be doing it. There's got to be something going on.
That kept their families fed. Kancha was assigned to Brooke. Furba was assigned to Jenna. Both assignments were made by the expedition
I
leader.
think they had a nose goes type of situation. Like, you get that one.
Dawa Sangye, based on temperament. Kancha's patience for Brooke's dominance. Furba's directness for Jenna's uncertainty. The first signs appeared during the expedition, briefing on September 24th. Dawa gathered the team in the mess tent to outline the route, acclimatization schedule, and objective hazards. The glacier travel to Camp 1, the steepening approach to Camp 2, the technical sections to Camp 3, and the exposed summit pyramid above Camp 4, where altitude compressed every margin to nearly nothing. He stressed turnaround times, oxygen management, and absolute deference to Sherpa guidance above 24,000 feet. Brooke sat near the front with her phone on a small tripod, recording the briefing for content. She interrupted twice, once to ask which...
How annoying would that be? She's got like a selfie stick, and she's constantly like... I bet she streams it. I bet she's... Well, you probably not, because there's no service out there. But she's constantly like this, right? Not paying attention to, like... There's, like, crevasses. There could be avalanches coming down. You could slip and then slide all the way down and die. Just pay attention. You're trying to, like, climb a mountain, not... Just way in over their head. You're just way in over your head. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this to yourself? Why are you doing this to your parents?
Sections of the route offered the best backdrop for
I
video,
have free sight.
and wants to ask about pausing for stabilized footage during rotations. Jenna asked how the physical demands compared to running a marathon, a question that revealed how thoroughly she had mapped the climb onto a fitness framework that did not apply. Dawa...
Pilates. She did all the Pilates though, right? She did the toe touches. And then she's like, "Oh yeah, I'm ready." Oh, that mountain will not know what hit him. Oh my God, I am so ready. She's like balancing on some weird fucking board or something like that. She's like, "This is doing it. This is good training." All at sea level, by the way. And like anybody who's spent some time on a mountain, I have spent time on a mountain. You are winded doing anything. When my parents had a house way up in Tahoe, like fucking 6,000 feet. It was so high. And I would like get logs and like carry them up the stairs to put in the fireplace. You are exhausted. Doing basic things, like at sea level, it wouldn't be a problem, right? You just run up the stairs, no problem. But you are, you're gassed. You're constantly gassed. Pretty much, I mean, like if you stay there for like a month or something like that, you're probably going to be better off. But still, it's hard. It's hard.
Explained that altitude was not a fitness test, that the strongest body in the world still required weeks of gradual adaptation.
How much to get you to wear a cravat for a month every time you're on stream? A cravat. Like a tie. Cravat is the French word for tie. Is that what you mean?
That cardiovascular conditioning helped, but could not override the physics of oxygen.
How much? For a month. $1,000.
Pressure at extreme elevation. Across the tent, Kancha caught Furba's eye. Neither man spoke. The look carried 17 and 12
First
years.
of all, I don't have a cravat. I don't even think I have a tie. But when you say cravat, I'm imagining it's something like big. Big. $1,000.
Years of watching clients arrive with confidence built on the wrong foundation.
It's the name for the bandana for the Croatians wore into battle. Well, it's also the French word for tie. Like a tie. Like somebody to tie. Could be two things, but it's definitely the French word for tie.
The following days, Brooke and Jenna established a routine that other climbers noticed. Between rest periods, they
Send me a link of one. Let me see this thing.
Performed workout circuits outside their tents, push-ups, resistance bands, bodyweight squats, and filmed the sessions for social media. The posts framed the workouts as evidence of preparation, captioned with messages about discipline and mental toughness at altitude. Other climbers
Preset says, my wife and I stayed in Fairplay, Colorado one night, and I thought I was going to die. I felt like a fat fuck. I've never been to Fairplay. Have I been to Colorado? I've been to Colorado, but I've never been to Fairplay. Yeah. Yeah, dude. It's just, you're constantly winded. You're constantly winded. And maybe if you stay up there for like a long time, you'll build enough red blood cells to actually carry. Because like the air is so thin. It is so thin. And then you'll like be able to operate like that. But these bitches didn't do that. They didn't go high altitude training or anything like that. No, they just did yoga on the beach. And they're all like, yeah, I'm going to nail this after I do this downward facing dog. Which I hope is a yoga pose that they were talking about, and not some fucking poor dog.
Watched with reactions ranging from amusement
White women, am I right?
to open concern. The exercises burned calories their bodies needed for acclimatization and recovery, but the content performed well online, which reinforced the behavior. The first rotation to Camp 1 at approximately 18,700 feet began on...
Yikes! 18,000 feet? Holy shit. Holy shit, dude. 18,000. You get hypoxic at 8,000 feet. Hypoxic is when you don't have enough air in your blood, right? Hypoxic. But that starts for humans usually around 8,000 feet. So you're 18,000 feet? I don't, that's wild.
September the 27th. The route climbed gradually across the glacier before steepening through snow slopes and crevasse fields.
Just carrying our bags into the hotel, not even a lot of bags. I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Yeah, dude. Anybody who doesn't know what I'm talking about, like when you do go to like a ski resort or some very high up mountain or something like that and experience it, you will understand. And that's like not this, right? That's like 6,000, 7,000 feet high. That's high. But like, that's where they're building hotel. Some asshole's building a hotel up there. Building a hotel. Carrying fucking roofing tiles up a ladder and shit. That's not this. You're going to be exhausted there. Especially if you spend your entire life at sea level.
Their gym-conditioned legs carried them at a pace that kept them with the group, and the altitude had
Their nice and toned legs kept them up for a very small... I can't do this. I'm not going to log into fucking... Okay. So this is what I would call an ascot. An ascot might be slightly different. But yeah. It's like I can see why they call this a cravat. Because it is a tie. That's a fucking tie. You gonna be fucking kidding me? I don't know. What are you willing to give me? You gotta send me the cravat though.
It reached the
you gotta send it
where
to me.
fitness stopped compensating for thin air. The smooth progress
For a month, like every night, like 20 nights. For every so I gotta wear a fucking fruity ass every night. Yeah, give me. I would like $1,000, please.
Enforced a conclusion both women wanted to reach.
Can you
that
send
their
me
preparation
$1,000,
was
please?
working. Kancha watched Brooks stop 4 times to film.
I'll do it for $1,000. Yeah.
Selfie narration, wide shots of
I
the
won't feel proud about it, but I think that's what you're going for.
glacier, footage of her boots in the snow.
You'd be like Fred from Fred from Scooby-Doo. He had an ascot. He had an ascot.
At this
and Fred was getting his dick wet too. You don't think he was slamming what were they? Velma and what's the other chick? Oh yeah, he would. Oh yeah.
altitude.
Velma might have been doing the dog though.
Delays cost time, but not safety.
She seems like the type.
Higher up, the calculation would change. Jenna's breathing was audibly late.
That's BS. You're your own man. Have your wife make me. Have my wife make me a cravat? No, I'll just buy one. I'm not going to make my wife. No, I'll buy one. I'll buy a cravat. If the money is right. If I get my rack. If I get my rack, I'll buy a cravat and I'll wear it for 20 days. Well, the month, whatever. The month.
Labored on the steeper section.
I'll do it. I don't have a problem doing that.
Fast. Furba noted the sound without.
Gonna be a lot of questions coming in the chat though.
Comment. First rotation.
Like, John, are you sure you're not gay? Because that seems kind of gay.
Often revealed a climber's ceiling, and what
sure.
she heard suggested Jenna's was lower than she believed. The second rotation to Camp 2 at approximately 21,000 feet changed the equation. The altitude crossed the threshold
Should
where
be proud of your European
fitness lost its
What kind of Europeans are these? What kind? I don't think I'm one of these folk. What are they? Croatians? I don't think I'm Croatian. I don't think Nana was Croatian. You know? But I'll wear it.
Where the body's ability to extract oxygen depended on acclimatization rather than conditioning, and where the gap between gym strength.
I am part Italian though, and they do wear some pretty fruity things. So it's not.
Then mountain readiness became impossible to disguise. Both women slowed dramatically. Brooke's pace dropped to 30 steps, followed by extended rest stops where she bent forward with hands on her knees, breathing hard. Jenna fared worse, her breathing rapid and shallow even during pauses, her movements clumsy in ways altitude alone didn't explain. At Camp 2, Furba checked her oxygen saturation, 71%, low enough to warrant close monitoring and a serious conversation about trajectory.
So, I mean, like, what do you... Okay, typical oxygen saturation is like 98%, isn't it? Aren't you supposed to be at like 98, 99%? So if you get down to 70, aren't you doing pretty... I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I'm sure you guys have figured that out by now. But I'm not a doctor. So does anybody know better than me in this situation?
Evening, Kancha found Furba near the cook tent. The conversation was brief and carried the weight of experience rather.
I meant French. I assumed regardless, I'll give you $5. You'll give me $5. You'll give me $5 fucking dollars. You give me $5 fucking dollars. Correct, 98% is what she should have. So if you're down to 70%, you are rough. You are not doing awesome. You're doing very poorly. You give me $5? No. No, absolutely not. Because you know why? Because I do it for that small amount of money. Then people are going to be like, oh, John, wear a fucking clown nose for a month and I'll give you this amount of money. And then it starts a thing. And you know what? You're going to throw off my, first of all, my white balance on my camera. And you're going to take away from the seriousness of my program, of my show, which is a very serious, hard-hitting journalism style production. $800.
Other than speculation, Kancha did not believe either woman.
You give me $500? You give me $500? Okay, deal. 30. Okay, so 30 days. You want 30 days. You want 30 days of shows for $500. Because I was just going to do all of like May. But you want 30 days of shows. So that's like a month and a half. Or even longer because I'm going to... No. So that's like a month and a half. You want 30 days of shows. Is that what you're saying? How much is that per show? Fuck it. I don't... Fine. $500. I'll do it. I'll do it for 30 days of shows. Fine. $500 is a lot of money. $500 is a lot of money. I will do that. Here, we'll fucking... Well, okay. We will shop for the... Let's hop on Amazon. Hop on Amazon. Because I'm just going to buy it. I'm not going to make my wife actually... a cravat. Oh my God. Okay. All right. Okay. So which one would you like me to... Oh my fucking God. Get the one made from Sulk for comfort. Which one do you guys like? Is it this one? This one's nice and fruity. Unkia, I'm going to have to order it on my phone because I'm not signed in here. But which one? Okay, so, but John, if you don't go the whole 30, go on. You have to give the cravat to Knobs live. How do I do that? Knobs is nowhere near me. And I won't do that. I won't do that. I won't. I'm not going to. He's here. I'm not going to do that. Which one do you want? Which one do you want? $500 seems like a deal. Because I was like, and a wife beater? No. Nom, you don't get that. Hold on. Anyway, now that the adults are talking, Knobs, you do not get to add it on this. I only gave you 5, but shut the fuck up, bro. All right. Now, which one? Which one do you want? I'll let you guys. So it goes down. Oh my God. These are like ties. I have to allow the cat in. I think these are the options. These are the options. Let me let the cat in. Here's the thing. I want you. It has to be $4.99. I have to spend it all on the cravat. It's like a super fancy cravat. I'm not going to do that. These are the options for cravat. Okay? Tell me which one you like the best. Knobs dog, you fucking... Here's the thing. What I was going to say is I want you guys to still take me seriously. If I wear this for 30 shows, 30 fucking shows, that's going to be... Because it's only 20 shows a month. But you want me to wear it for 30 shows. Can I not counting premium, all right? Because I don't want to wear it on premium. That's my time. That's my time. I'm playing video games. And it's not even going to count towards a real show because it's not a real show. It's just premium. It's a premium hangout. By the way, if you want to join our premium hangout, go ahead and become a member for $5 a month. You get to hang out with me. We talk shit and play video games. There's the plug. Now, Uh, 22 shows a month. Okay, it's 22 shows a month. It doesn't really matter. So which cravat? Which cravat are you thinking? Send me the link and I will buy the cravat. Well, send me the fucking money first. And then I will buy the cravat. Send it to me on Ko-Fi. And I will buy the cravat. And then, yeah, I will wear it for 30 shows. And I'll count. Oh, I'll be sure to count. I just, you handle that.
Make it past Camp 3. Furba agreed, but added what both men understood.
I mean, $500 is a lot of money, but if it's going to ruin 30 of my shows, which I could easily make $500 on, like, no problem, obviously. Even 5 shows would be no problem making $500. But, like, you're going to ruin 30 of them? Whatever. Fuck it.
There was nothing to be done until the mountain demonstrated the problem in terms the clients couldn't argue with. Until then, the women would interpret every warning as excessive caution and every complete
John will never stop wearing the cravat. It's going to be my thing now, right? Watch. I'm going to get picked up by like some big fucking something. I don't know. They're going to be like, wait, no, but you do the cravat. I'm going to try to take it off for a show and be like very serious. They're going to be like, well, no, where's the thing? That's like part of the deal. It was in your contract. Flipping through my contract. The fuck? And so I just have to wear the cravat from then on. I mean, if you get me a nice like 7-figure contract, then I'll be like, yeah, hell yeah. I don't give a shit. I'll wear the cravat.
Were wrong. The rotation
Only
to Camp
cravats.
3 at approximately...
Only cravats. Exactly. I'm only wearing the cravat. I'm just all bare-chested. Now here, hold on. If you double that up, if the chat doubles it, I don't care who doubles it. I'll wear the cravat on Daywave too. The same amount of time. 30 whole days. Does that sound appealing? If it gets doubled up, I will wear the cravat on Daywave the same amount of time. If not, just a Sulk stream.
3,000 feet stripped away what remained of the illusion. The route steepened significantly through
You make your own call.
Snow and ice terrain that demanded sustained effort on legs that altitude was steadily weakening. Brooke reached camp, but arrived in a condition she had never experienced in any gym, on any trail.
If you were smart, you would do it during your premium count, and you would only have to do it for 15 days, dum-dum. Yeah, but that's not the Sulk stream. That's not the Sulk stream. This is the Sulk stream. When I do my premium, I'm not doing Sulk streams. I mean, it is the Sulk stream, but it's like my premium hours that I'm trying to knock out anyway. So it's like really more of a hangout. By the way, if you want to be, again, I'm going to do another plug. If you want to come to my premium shows where we hang out, do weird stuff, those shows, they can be weird. $5 a month. They can be weird.
Or on any previous climb. Her hands trembled when she tried to unclip from...
No, John, it's all shows. What? Wait, what? What? No, what? No, what? No. It's not also on Daywave. It's not also on Daywave. No, it's 30 of my show. Cause that's not the Sulk stream. That's a whole different show. That's a whole different show, bro. That's not the same show. Do you have to be Gay Man to be on premium stream? Fuck. Okay. Anyways. that son of a bitch.
From the fixed line.
I said $500 for the Sulk stream, for 30 days on the Sulk stream. We did not, no one said anything about Daywave. No. No. And you have to appear on Revenge of the Sith. They're not going to be down. I'm just imagining it in my head, and it would be pretty funny. It would be pretty funny.
Her appetite had vanished entirely, replaced by nausea that made the sight of...
Sorry, I had to step out and take a dump at my... Shut up. Shut up. I can't do ROTC. They're not going to let me do... I'm not in charge of ROTC. I can't do it. I can't promise the ROTC because they... What do you want me to do? Ask Royce? And he'll be like, no. That's not my show. Daywave's not my show. 30 days on the Sulk stream, I'll do it. That is the deal. On Daywave, I can't. That's a different fucking thing, man. Dude, they're gonna... Have you tried to run ROTC? Shut up, knob! Asking to go on ROTC for that reason. How about this? I will ask if they will allow me on ROTC wearing the cravat. That's the best I can do. Because honestly, that's not my show. They're not going to let me. I would be on ROTC more often if they let me, but I'm not going to do that. Because I can't. I would be on ROTC all the time. But they're not going to let me do that. Because there's already like 5 dickheads on that show as it is. 4 dickheads. Have you tried putting Pessy in a sleeper hold and then just be the producer for the day? He stays out of reach pretty constantly. So I can't do anything about that. I wish I could see the recording of Merch looking at you dumbfounded. Yeah. I will ask. Offer no explanation for the cravat. So just don't say anything? Just don't address it? Just do not address it whatsoever. Just... What's up, guys? Just throw it over my shoulder.
Food
So
repulsive.
gay, dude.
Her movements were slow and mechanical, each action requiring deliberate thought that should have...
He sent it. He fucking did it. Oh my God, bro. Oh my fucking God. I mean, I don't have to prove it to you guys, right? Okay. Okay, so what's the cravat I have to wear then? What cravat? Thank you very much for the money. I appreciate the money. What? 450? How much is a fucking $17.95 transaction fee? Whatever, I'll fucking... Partner fee? Whatever, that's fucking stupid. It's $500. It's just a bunch of fees. But I'll take it. Just tell me what cravat. Lean into it, have fun, be the gayest cravat possible. Well, you know me, Artism. I will. It will be fun. So, you guys, what cravat will it be? Kat, you have to get off of me. I want to know what cravat.
Have been automatic. Jenna required physical assistance from Sherpa
He
for the
sent
final
it.
400.
I have the money. He sent it. Honey. Babe.
feet, her legs giving out twice on the steeper pitches, her crampons scraping across hard snow without the controlled precision that safe climbing demanded. Concha checked.
You want the pink one? No. You're not the guy. Bhutan has to pick. Or it has to be a unanimous type of a thing.
Brooks' oxygen saturation, 68%.
That I'm going to be
Sherpa
wearing.
checked Jenna's, 67%.
That I'm going to be wearing consistently. For 30 days. God damn. This a blessum. There's a blessum. That's okay. No, that's pretty funny. This could be you. Okay, yeah, that'd be pretty sick. I got do the Van Damme, right there. The Van Damme. Okay. All right, I'm feeling it. Watch, it's the beaver. Here, I'll give you the bill. I'll give you the bill for sending me $500 fucking dollars.
Both numbers were dangerously low.
Appreciate that, bro.
Feet and had trended in the
I'm not telling. Shut up, knob.
wrong direction across every rotation. The Sherpas
But now I want to buy this cravat. I want to know what cravat I'm wearing. I have to know what cravat I am going to be wearing. So I have to buy a cravat. And cravat for men. For men. All right. You like the green one? The green one's kind of nice. I just
delivered their recommendations separately but
John
identically.
can afford to
These
take
numbers
his
at
fourth
this
vacation
altitude
this
meant
year.
the summit put
It's going to be on my fourth? It might be.
would almost certainly result in incapacitation above 25,000 feet, even with supplemental oxygen. The recommendation was descent and
Okay, well then I'm just going to pick one. If you don't tell me which one to get, I'm just going to pick one myself. Is that okay? Okay? You have to tell me that's okay. How about that one? Is that one good? Does that one look like a winner?
and termination. Brooke
Black
rejected
button
it
up, red
immediately,
cravat.
citing
cravat.
18 months of preparation, sponsorship obligations, the $38,000 investment, and Island Peak as evidence they could handle the altitude. The fact that Island Peak topped out more than 6,000 feet below Manaslu's summit did not register as relevant. She had trained for this. She had paid for this.
God,
she was
dude.
continuing. Jenna's response was different, and it represented the moment that might have changed everything. When
I need to pick one that speaks to you? Oh, man. Hold on. I need my wife. I need to go, because she needs to pick.
Furba finished explaining
Just
what the
needs
numbers
to
meant,
pick. I need
Jenna
to-
asked him directly whether he believed she would make it. Furba answered honestly. He told her the mountain had already given her the answer, and that ignoring it would not change what her body was telling them both. Jenna's expression shifted, the look of someone whose instinct aligned with what she was hearing, but whose social architecture pulled in the opposite direction. For several seconds, the outcome balanced on her response. Then Brooke intervened, reframed the hesitation as weakness, invoked their shared commitment, reminded her of everything they had sacrificed to reach this point, and closed the conversation with the same confidence that had carried them through every previous challenge. Jenna followed Brooke's lead the way she always had. The moment passed. Word had already circulated among other Sherpas on the mountain. Several experienced guides from other teams had noted the women's deterioration and commented privately that a summit attempt would be dangerous. Concha and Furba were not the only people who could see what was coming. Brooke escalated to Dawa, pushing for a guarantee of no forced turnaround. Dawa refused but laid out the reality. He backed his Sherpa's assessment on the record and required both women to sign additional written acknowledgement that they were
so we're
continuing
gonna have
against
Jess
Sherpa
pick it.
recommendation.
We're gonna have
He would
Jess
not
pick it.
physically override paying clients
We're going to have Jess pick it, all right? Because she'll know. John needs to pick to ensure it's the gayest one. Okay, that's really nice.
who had signed waivers. The paperwork protected
No, I think Jess will have an absolutely good She'll know which one to pick. She'll make me look very dapper, and I'll look very good.
Did the operator. It did not protect the climbers. Kancha and Furba accepted the outcome with the constrained resignation of guides who understood what refusing would cost.
Okay, now I can't stop thinking about this goddamn cravat. Now it's a thing in my head now. I wonder, hold on. Okay. Background noise, someone. It's not the worst. It's not the worst. It's not. It's a little African. It's a little African, but it's not the worst.
The fee, the summit bonus, future work from the operator.
Yes, it's a little gay for pay. It's slightly gay for pay. It would have to be. Okay. We'll just wait for Jess.
Their objections were
She says the baby is fussy.
Documented. The mountain would decide the.
Okay, Jess. So she doesn't even. I don't want, she probably can't hear me. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Jess?
Rest. The weather window arrived on October 1st. High pressure expected to hold for roughly 36 hours. The push from base camp to Camp 4 took 2 days with overnight stops at Camps 2 and 3. At Camp 3, Brooke posted a photo captioned.
So, Jess, if you can hear me, Bhutan gave me $500 to wear a cravat, and we're trying to pick the cravat. We're trying to pick the best cravat for me to wear for 30 shows. 30 shows, I have to wear a cravat, which is one of these. It's kind of like an ascot, but it's really more of a tie kind of a deal. And Bhutan gave me $500. He sent it to me. It's in my account. So we need you to help me pick which one. Is this one good in one of these colors? Blue. Blue's nice. This fruity ass thing. I don't know. Background noise has another. That's another option. It's another good looking one, right? It's just there's so many choices. And it's gonna look so silly. There's so many choices. Where did it come from? What do you mean, where did it come from? It came from Bhutan. Well, he sent it on Ko-Fi. But yeah, he sent it to me. I have it. So, I know. It's a lot of money. But it's also 30 days worth of shows. So it's like, that's a long commitment. That's a large commitment. So now I have to. Paisley is a classic. The Paisley looks good. And honestly, I could wear it for other things. You should buy a $300 cravat. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. Hold on. Cravat. Okay.
Hello everyone, welcome to Swagger and Swoon, and today I'm going to show you how to tie a day cravat. Now, as you can see, this is it's got a black silk here, with that polka dot on. It's really, really nice.
I'm not going to forget, Lucas. You think I forget to put a black shirt on? I'm not going to forget. Okay, sorry. Can you start over with the big one came in with the big one came in with a demand? Can I start over? What do you mean? Can I start over? Do you want me to start over the explanation, or do you want me to start over the options that we have in cravats?
Cravat with sort of...
Type gay cravat. You got it. A gay cravat. All right. How we act around. Gay couple edition. You're going to hell. Jeez.
Hello everyone.
All right, we need how about history of cravat history? Of course, because that's the thing. The history of the cravat.
The tie, a universal symbol of class and sophistication. Few people know that the tie's original name was the cravat, and that it...
Okay, wait, well, the free side's got more... Okay, that's nice. That's nice.
...originated in Croatia.
What if I just went black? Like solid black? If I just went solid black, it could blend into the shirt, and then no one's... Everyone, it would like... Right? You're a gay cravat. Green so it keys out on
We went
so it keys out.
to Karata, Croatia's national tie store, to learn more.
That's pretty funny, but no, I don't think that would be a good way to go.
Welcome to Croatia and welcome to Karata, the famous store about ties here in Croatia.
Here, they share the story of the tie's origins during the 17th century.
We'll wait for Jess. You guys just keep sending me new cravats. All right, let's see what Knob's dog sent. It's over here because I don't want to get a penis. No, not African stuff. It's not going to be African stuff. I don't want to African it up. That's very pretty. That's very pretty background noise, but no. I'm not going to have that. And the blue, this is just a tie. This is just a tie. I think we need a little bit more flair. Right? Flair? Flair? Is that... Don't we need flair? I don't want to watch the history of the cravat. It sounds fucking boring. It sounds boring. The history of the cravat. But... Oh, maybe this one's more fun. It's got 15 views. Nope. I just got to pull the trigger. I just got to pull the trigger on this. No, well, now I'm all indecisive about it. I think black would be the way to go. I think black might be the way to go. See, look. Something like that. Or do you want something more festive and fun? Because I could see red being a thing, right? It's like a big bow. It's a big bow. Let Jess pick. It will bode well. Yeah, okay. But she's trying to put it on a fussy baby. And, yeah.
With a message about
gay
being one
vampire.
day from the summit, framing the achievement.
No, this is going to be a straight vampire. This vampire smashes puss. This is a vampire that cracks beers and shit. Yeah.
As inevitable rather than uncertain. The post generated
I'll let Jess
hundreds
pick.
of responses. None of them understood what 23,000 feet.
I also saw this over here, so I think I'm going to switch videos. Is that okay with everybody? This looks like something I'd be interested in. Red is
There's
your
a
favorite
version
color.
of your
Just does like red. You're a fussy baby. Shut up.
favorite films and TV shows that you weren't allowed to see. Scripts were rewritten, scenes were cut, endings were changed, and characters were altered.
They had stamped top secret on the top and the bottom and the sides in the margins of every single page. And I said, guys, this is not top secret. This is a Hollywood movie. It's already on video.
It's got to be a cravat that's like easy to put on. Because I'm not going to tie a cravat every, you know.
done.
I'm talking children's animations with rewritten endings, comedy films you've never heard of with deleted scenes, superhero franchises built in secretive contracts, and a screenwriter who tried to tell the wrong story and was found dead with both hands missing.
It's
That's not funny. Why am I laughing about that? I'm sick. Why would I find that funny? He has hands. I don't know why. Is it the irony? Like, you wrote this shit-ass story with these hands, I'm going to cut them off? I don't know.
Not an accident that every Hollywood movie about the CIA is pro-CIA.
Not Meet the Fockers. Not meet the parents.
This has been running since the 1940s. What
Killed himself by cutting off both of his hands. No, he probably killed himself. No, I mean, that would work. But how do you get the second one? How do you get the second one? Do you put them in like a guillotine and then release it with your teeth? And then like chop. Because like you would really want to get that done right the first time, wouldn't you? No clip-on crew? No, you don't get to say anything. You don't get to say. I get to choose. All right? The deal is done. The money is in my account. All right? I'm going to pick the cravat that I get the choice to pick. And I'm going to pick a clip-on, maybe some sort of, I can't tie it. I can't tie a normal tie. How do you expect me to learn how to tie one of these big fruity bastards? How do you expect me to tie that bad boy? I don't know how to do that. But ascot would be fine. Like one of these would be cool too, right? One of these would be. Hey, that's pretty handsome. Oh, this is luxurious right here. That's luxurious. These are options. Okay. You left it pretty wide open, so I'm going to go ahead and pick something that's a little bit more fitting. A little bit more going to make me look buff. I mean, anything will do that.
Walt Disney producing propaganda shorts for the military has now evolved into a formal permanent operation, one that now reaches into the biggest franchises on the planet, and it hasn't stopped expanding from there. When John Kiriakou, a CEI whistleblower who went to prison for exposing the torture program, was asked on the Diary of a CEO how the agency would hypothetically...
It says, look, I typed in cravat for men, yo, all right? So let's not get... Yeah, but an ascot is essentially the same thing. It's just tucked in. It's just a tucked in cravat. So it's still going to be nice and frilly and stuff. It's just more tucked in. And it's the same name. It's a different name for the same thing.
Aesthetically design an influence campaign? This was his answer.
You would have to have...
Knobs dog. Boo. Boo, sir. How about you leave the jokes to the professionals? And you're like, you're not a professional, John. Oh, I think I am. I like how this comes with a pocket square too. I should rock the pocket square. I really should. See, the thing about these challenges, I know they get out of hand. Because somebody's going to be like, oh, John, I'll pay you $1,000 to put a dildo on your head. I'll be like, $1,000?
a goal that would...
No, I'm not doing that.
Be specific enough that you could actually track the progress to it. It has to be a message.
Really, no tucking homo.
You've got to be...
Well, I'm just a guy who likes to tuck. I just like to tuck. You know, whenever I take a shower, I like to tuck.
Able to get a specific...
Jess is like, can you stop that? I'm like, no. Look, we're twinsies. Oh, God. I don't care if you guys like my show. I have fun doing it.
Well-honed message out there.
I think I'm funny.
And the message can be anything.
Twins! I'm just walking around all Buffalo Bill style.
It could be, love the CIA, we're the good guys.
Oh my God.
It could be support the overthrow of the Iranian government. It could be,
oh my God.
Any criticism of Benjamin Netanyahu is anti-Semitism. It could be anything you want it to be. You just have to make sure that it's repeated enough.
He mentions a couple of things there that are highly relevant right
What? She's not. I don't know where Farrell is.
right now.
She's just working a lot. I think she's just working a lot. But hey, no one tell her about the fucking deal, all right? And no one explain the cravat. No one explain the cravat. Just act like it's totally normal, okay? Just let's just fuck with her. We should fuck with her because she's like, I'm the producer. I didn't sign off on this. Let's just fuck with her. It'll be super funny.
Take Argo, an Oscar-winning film that almost everyone has heard of. The plot follows a CIA officer who poses as a Hollywood producer to smuggle
You're sick, Knob.
6 American diplomats out of Iran.
I think if we just turn this into fucking with Farrell, because she's gonna go nuts over it. She's gonna be like, "Why are you wearing that stupid fucking thing?" I'm not gonna answer her. I'm gonna be like, I'm not gonna answer her. I'm not gonna answer her. I'm just gonna keep going like nothing happened.
All during the 1979 hostage crisis.
Yeah, we can Mandela effect her, right? Just be like, John's always worn a karate. Make her think she's crazy. Just gaslight that bitch.
As you can imagine,
she's gonna donate and she's gonna be like, John, why are you wearing a fucking cravat? And I'll be like, well, my other ones in the dry cleaners, so you know, I'll really try to like dodge it as much as possible. I will be able to dodge it. It's my show. Of course I can do it.
The CIA is unambiguously the hero. There's barely a single mention of the CIA's overthrow of Iran.
I'm not gonna finger my asshole and smell it. All right? Can we move on from that? Can you guys, Knobs? You're kind of a homo. You know?
Democratically elected government, or the installing of a dictator who ruled with a secret police force trained by the CIA. And given the current conflict in Iran,
not really joking.
You could reasonably argue that the public's understanding of who Iran is and how we got there was influenced in part by films exactly like this. During filming, Affleck visited CIA headquarters multiple times.
Yeah, Dan Snout says, Knobs, no one wants that but you. Yeah, and it's just like, why do you want that?
Sat on round tables in the director's conference room, and
if I had an OnlyFans, Knob would be the only person to sign up. Knob would, I would assume, but yeah, Knob would definitely be there. Except for he doesn't pay. He doesn't. He's a cheap bastard. So he's like, oh, I wish I could see all that, but he's not gonna pay. So you're missing out.
Even emailed the agency promising to do the agency proud. The CIA had actually been promoting the Argo operation as a suggested movie plot in that.
Sure, Knobs. He says, no, I don't want that. I don't want that. I was just calling John gay. Right, Knob. Right. Right. Does your wife know? Or, I'm sorry, does your beard know?
Own website years before the film was made, and even thanked Affleck.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, you know.
Publicly on Twitter for the film. Affleck said this when interviewed as part of the.
Knob would sign up with his main and all the accounts. Right? No, he would make another account. Knobs, he would make a completely unrelated account where I would have no idea what it is. This is not Knobs or nothing like that. It would be something completely different. And he would pay for it because he doesn't want me to know that he's paying for it. But he wants to see that tight asshole. You're gay. Just admit it. I get it. I understand. Look at him. Oh my God. I'm pretty good looking. I understand that. And with this cravat, I'm going up. Going up.
The press tour.
Are there many actors in Hollywood who also moonlight as agents, do you think?
I think there are probably quite a few, yes. I think probably Hollywood is full of CIA agents.
Number one.
We just don't know it.
But Argo's only the sub.
Number one John fan. Yeah, that could be it. It could be it. That could be it.
And you'll be shocked about where exactly the strategy operates in Hollywood, the films it touches, and how smart it truly is. Take the original script for the Hulk. The canon storyline, as per the comic, involved Bruce Banner being.
Rayliff says if you like to tuck jokes, if you like tucking jokes, next time you have somewhere important to go, run through the house freaking out, telling Jess you can't go. When she asks why, drop your pants and tell her you lost your dick. That's so immature. But I can definitely see the humor in that. Like, I can't find it anywhere. Is it in here? You must have done something with it. I'm checking the washing machine. And the funny part is, like, as I'm checking the washing machine, she'll see it betwixt my legs from the back, which would be horrifying. I need a minute.
Transformed after a US military program gone wrong. It also included
down,
dialogue
wear a
referencing
cravat.
Operation Ranch Hand, a real program that sprayed roughly 20 million gallons of chemical herbicides, including Agent Orange over Southeast Asia, poisoning a possible 4 million people. Both details were removed purposefully by CIA advisors.
John has all the sexual charisma of Paul Rudd. That doesn't seem like much.
This is according to
doesn't
leaked
seem
files
like
seen by
much.
the Conversation. They then changed the origin
Just
story to
saying.
a lab experiment gone wrong instead because they couldn't risk anti-government sentiments in a franchise of this size. In the Transformers films, a Pentagon liaison inserted
So, Bhutan, you're serious? I have to wear that shit on Daywave too? I gotta wear. So that's 60 shows. That's 30 on Daywave and then 30 on the Sulk stream. That's what you're saying. I gotta wear it on both shows. And what? Not address it? Am I just gonna have to not address it? It doesn't matter if I address it or not. They're still gonna just fucking rip on me relentlessly. But I mean, like, or should I just be like, I thought it looked good. I think this looks good. I'm trying to make this a thing. Really serious about. I'm trying to make this a thing.
specific dialogue instead of removing it. In one scene just after American
Can I wear a military uniform with my cravat? It would be quite the cult leader thing of you. I don't have something like that. I'm not out there stealing valor. I might, but I don't have that around. Should I really buy a uniform on top of this so I can actually just...
troops had been attacked by a deception robot, he
King of all pixels. Hey, John, why are you being weird and gay? Royce. Yeah, that would pretty much be it.
added the line "Bring him home" to reinforce US military values. Numerous superhero films, including practically the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe,
I could wear the uniform, the military uniform, as a coverall, right? Because then they're not going to be asking about the cravat itself. They're going to be asking, why am I in full regalia, right? Full, like, with medals and shit and everything. And, like, North Korean fucking, a North Korean uniform. Not just, then I'll be like, oh, it's nothing. But they won't know it's actually about the cravat. That's the thing I can't take off.
which is the single biggest franchise in history, were all built on this from the ground up.
I'm paying you $15 every time you tie it. Yeah, that makes me sound so cheap, dude. That makes me sound so cheap.
Captain Marvel was granted full Air Force support. The Air Force was
Makes me
advertised
sound really, really cheap.
as in the film
Like
as
a cheap little whore. I sound like a cheap little whore.
social media before Marvel had even started marketing it. Captain Marvel and Black
Now just quit doing math, dude.
Panther were both used directly in recruitment campaigns. The result was a documented spike in female applicants to the Air Force Academy. They literally called it the Captain Marvel effect.
I'm excited for when Farrell comes on and then she sees the cravat and just has no idea what's going on. And no one say a word to her. No one say a word to Farrell, because I think it'll be really funny for all of us. And it'll teach her a lesson. You don't show up and you miss key plot points. There is for you to be with the cult. You need to be at every meeting, or you're going to be miles behind. And we're probably never going to tell her. We'll never tell her. One day I'll just stop wearing it. And that'll fucking send her for a loop too. That'll send her. It'll be hilarious.
Effect on Iron Man
Why are you not wearing it tonight? I have no idea what's going on.
which was massively supported by the Pentagon with $1 billion worth of equipment, there were literally fights on set between the directors and the agency. A Pentagon liaison, Phil Straub, objected to a line in which a military character says, "People would kill themselves for the opportunities I have." The director John pushed back, and soon they were standing on the flight lines at Edwards Air Force Base with 200 crew watching.
He'd look better with a cravat.
They eventually settled on they'd walk over hot coals, but even then, that didn't make the final cut. But a much weirder example is Meet
the cheap ones are more fun. Oh, I just said Meet the Parents. This is my favorite cult, way better than the Raelians. Yep. God, the Raelians? I know I've heard of that, and the Raelians did God, I'm so good at cults too. I know so much about, but I know this is a better cult.
Parents when Ben Stiller's character walks into Robert De Niro's workplace. In the original script, he finds CIA torture manuals.
I'm not going to say that out loud, King of All Pixels, because I don't want to get sued. I don't want to get sued, man. And you be like, oh, they're not that petty to sue like a small time, streamer. A small to mid, small time streamer. Like, yeah, they would absolutely do that. Yeah.
That was rewritten. Now he finds photos of De Niro meeting Bill Clinton. IMDb credits Chase Brandon as a technical advisor and Milt Bearden as consultant CIA on the film, which you can see here.
A hat with a big feather in it. I mean, can you bring up another $500? I'll do that.
These examples.
If we're just gonna pile it on. The hat with the feather would be another $500. I'm not against doing it, just because
just cover what we know for certain from a leak of 60,000 pages of documents, which confirm
I have a piece of Rail's spaceship. Not kidding. All right, I have to look into this. Raelian. I have to look into this. Cults are us.
So, in my opinion, there should be absolutely no ethical committees. Very recently, it's not even in my book because it was just 2 weeks ago, they announced that 15 babies had been born with genetically modified. That's wonderful. And it's just the beginning. Soon you will see human beings improve genetically. Like we can make genetically modified food for better, not for worse. We will be able to make also human beings better than they are today.
Welcome to the basic.
Hi, Rhea. What are you doing to a child?
Facts of the Raelian.
What are you doing?
Let's start with Rael meets the Elohim. Claude Farillon was born on September 30th, 1946 in France. I will be referring to him as Rael throughout the video.
Okay, all right. Sulk, yeah. I think she's just taking care of her kid. And my wife is taking care of our kid. And everyone's just taking care of kids. But I need people here to focus, all right? The children will be fine. The children will be okay. They're going to handle it. Oh, from Grandma's house. You're picking up your kid from Grandma's house. Okay.
Although Rael was raised by his grandmother, who was a known atheist, he still attended a Catholic boarding school, where at the age of 15 he would run away.
What is a Rael spaceship, though?
Stated that he saw, who is part of an elder race of aliens known as the Elohim. Rael and the planet of the Eternals. For the next 6 days, Rael would return to Eloha, who told him that the earth was created by the
Don't tell her. Okay.
Elohim in a laboratory 25,000 years ago, and that they had done this to...
I think the news... If I find a video about Raelians, then yeah, I'm down, but it's actually... Yeah, I'm down.
2 other
I'm
planets.
Down.
Eloha also explained that our primitive ancestors
I feel
had...
bad about
met the Elohim and mistaken them as gods. And the Elohim and
Because Rhea just comes in. She's like, hi, I love you guys so much. How you guys doing? And everyone's like, don't fucking tell her. Don't fucking tell her.
Ancient Hebrew means those who came from the sky.
Can't tell you.
It was later changed by the church to mean a
Sorry.
singular god.
I know. She comes in all sweet. We're all like stabbing.
The next coming months, Rael stopped publishing his magazine and fully dedicated himself to preaching about the Elohim.
Rhea's a bot and her photos are AI, so she's a Russian spy. Okay, I can live with that. That's fine. As long as she comes in, she's nice to everybody. She seems like a positive energy, so it's okay.
In 1975, Rael would have enough followers to officially find...
Is the ROTC Discord still a thing, or is it just locals now? I don't know. Are you in my Discord? Can somebody... Here. I'll send you my Discord.
Group, which would start
I'll
as
pop my
MADIC,
Discord in there. You can be a part of the Sulk. The Sulk's Discord.
Elohim creators of humanity. On October 2nd, 1975, Rael states he was visited by the Elohim again, but this time he was taken to the planet of the Eternals where Yahweh is the ruler.
Yeah.
He also states that he met Moses, Buddha, Jesus, and Muhammad here, noting that he was told that he's the half-brother of Jesus, and because of that, he's the last living prophet. It's revealed to him that humans were created by cloning from the 9,000 Eternals that live on this planet, and that in order for the Elohim to return to Earth, which would bring protection and security to the planet, humans need to show that they appreciate being made this way by learning to clone themselves. Allegedly, the Elohim also asked Rael to have an embassy built for them for when they return. This becomes one of Rael's main missions with the group. France labels the group as a dangerous cult. On return, Rael chooses a symbol he had seen on the spaceships as the group's symbol, which is the Star of David with a swastika in the center. He tells members that wearing this symbol acts as a psychic catalyst.
Did that work? I don't know.
To help them communicate with the Elohim.
If somebody can't invite him to Discord, whatever.
Telepathically.
Sorry.
Shortly after...
You need to put Tor Discord in the description. I should do that, but I don't know how to do it right now. For some reason, it's not giving me the actual thing I need to do.
Rael would begin to hold seminars in Japan and go by the name Rael, as well as changing the group's name to the Raelian movement. The seminars were so successful that Rael began to run the Happiness Academy, which was a 6-day gathering of both members and people interested in joining the group, where they could learn about the group and re-energize through guided meditations. But a former member has stated that there are forced orgies at the gatherings that include children as young as 15, and that females are pressured into walking around topless. In the early 1990s, Rael would move their headquarters to Quebec after being banned from France. Rael would state it was because of tax issues, but the real reason was because of accusations of pedophilia. France would go on to label the group as a dangerous cult.
Is it Sulk?
The group recruits at schools and universities.
Is that it? I don't know. Let me see if that works.
In 1991, before submitting a request to build an embassy in Israel, Rael changed the group's symbol.
Is this guy Jewish? No, he's Catholic.
Moving the swastika and replacing it with a galactic-shaped swirl, in hopes that Israel would accept their request.
I don't think they will.
In 1992, 46-year-old Rael married a 16-year-old member named Sophie de Niverville, whose mother and aunt were also members of the group.
You gotta start a cult, man. You get the strange, man.
Same year, a former member tried to shoot and kill Rael, stating that his wife and children were being held hostage inside the group.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
The next year, Israel rejected the group.
No one's joining. No, you're part of one cult. This is the cult you're part of. You don't get to join another cult. Nobody gets to join another cult. This is the cult. This is a cult.
An embassy. The group would then put in a request to both Canada and Russia.
The Raelians, Rhea, the Raelians.
But those requests were rejected as well. While trying to find a place that would allow an Elohim embassy, the group began to run recruitment sessions at schools and universities under the guise of guided meditations and discussion sessions. This would become their main form of recruitment. Clonade.
They're gonna start cloning bitches?
In 1994, Rael would begin to race in car race.
Get the fuck out of here. Come on, man. Come on, bro.
Hoping to bring more publicity to the group. He would stop in 2001. People who would join the group now would find out that Rael was teaching that what makes women feminine is their willingness to be nude and their sexuality. Female members are heavily pressured to have sex with as many people as possible under the guise of getting in touch with their femininity. Partner passing is also highly encouraged.
A car racing cult leader. I mean, he sounds like a badass. Honestly, he's like racing cars and shit like that. He's like, yeah, I just started. Look at him. He's got his bitches. He's got Asian bitches. He's got the fucking medallion. He's got the medallion. This was Steez back in the 80s or the 90s, whenever this was. He was Steezy. Steezin.
In the group, with Rael stating that this is the best way to know.
I don't even have a jet ski. You're right. You're right. I don't have a jet ski.
Work.
I don't have a jet ski. Thanks for rubbing that in, man.
Rael also speaks against marriage, stating it's useless and that sex education should start at the age of 5.
That's fucking weird.
In 1997, Rael...
It's a Jew star because he wanted to get an embassy. Right? And he thought Israel would give him an embassy. But I don't think Israel was down with that. So they're like, no, we're not going to give a cult an embassy. But I think that's why he's rocking the Jew star with the swastika in it. It had a Jew star with a swastika in it, which is like, you think they're going to be down with that? You think they're down with that? Because, like, what direction are you coming from, man?
Stated he had a revelation from the Elohim that told him to make a group called the Order of the Angels. This order consisted of women and young girls that are to serve every need of Rael's, including sexual. It is believed that Rael pimps these females out to get men to join the group.
Yikes. Wow. This is a nasty cult. This was a nasty one.
In February of 1997, the group would announce that they had made a human cloning company called Clonade. Fellow member and close confidant of Rael's, named Bridget Boisley, would head the operation with her background in physical and biomolecular chemistry.
Okay. So this is just kind of show, like, here's. You can be educated and still be a fucking moron. You can still be a fucking idiot. And I've seen it many, many times. And here's just another example of somebody who probably has a master's degree or a doctorate or something like that. And is still a fucking idiot. still kind of a retard. Still, it doesn't matter what all the degrees you get. And I see this happen a lot with people who are who feel what's the word I'm trying to look for? Insecure. They feel insecure about their intelligence. So they borrow all this money and then they go and get these pieces of paper, which really don't mean anything, right? It means you did a lot of like paperwork. It doesn't mean you're a genius. And then they fall into a cult. And they're like, yeah, I have a master's degree in molecular biology. Okay, great. We can use you to head up our cloning program. And then she's like, okay. Maybe you shouldn't do that, stupid. This guy is trying to, he's got a fucking sex cult. And he's trying to clone fleshlights, essentially. That's what he's trying to clone more people to fuck. That's what he's doing. And you're like, okie dokie, I'll do that because I believe in this message.
The group
superior yet insecure. Yeah.
By 2000, Rael stated that
this guy would look a lot better with a cravat. I'm just saying, he would look a lot better with a cravat.
That the group wasn't involved with Clonate anymore.
I might just buy the cravat and surprise you guys because it seems like Jess is pretty. The baby's not letting her go. So.
And that he had handed it over to Boysley.
The Japanese sarin attack cult had some of Japan's smartest minds in it. Yeah, that's Amshin Rikyo. And also the other one, Wild Wild Country. I forgot the name of them. But they also had some very smart people. They have smart people. That doesn't mean they're not fucking idiots.
But on March 28th...
Do I know about Onita, the silverware company? They were a sex cult. It was kind of wild. No, didn't know about that.
2001, Rael would
stop giving away the goddamn business.
Testify on behalf of Clonate at a U.S. congressional hearing about the benefits of human cloning.
John would absolutely grape all of us if he could figure out how to pull it off. You don't think I can figure that out? You don't think I could? You don't think I... So, okay, Lucas, hold on. First of all, you're the first one on the chopping block, bro. You're going to get lubed. I'll be like, yeah, you doubt me? You doubt me? Get in the Vaseline tub. And you're... you have to go body full, right? It's a big old tub. It's like getting baptized in fucking KY. It's going to be that heat sensation, too, because it's going to feel weird.
On December 26, 2002, Clonate claims that they cloned the first human, a female baby named Eve. Although till this...
Okay. The technology did technically exist. He had willing participants. And like realistically, the tech for this was not terribly advanced. They've been cloning things for decades at this point, right? By the way, if you don't think there's human clones walking around right now, you are sorely mistaken. There is at least a few. I bet there's probably hundreds. There are a few people, maybe in Brazil, maybe in South America, probably plenty in China, because, I mean, if you clone somebody in China, it's going to be pretty easy to get away with it. It just looks like another Chinese dude. But I guarantee you, there is a number of clones out there. Do they know they're clones? Probably not. I would guess they probably have no idea that they're clones. But they probably are clones. Just to see if they could do it. Could they have done this? Yeah, absolutely. They had the money. They had the expertise. It really wasn't like you needed special machines or anything like that. Some test tubes and some materials. You can figure it out. It's possible, man.
Today, there has only been one photograph of her.
I am not retarded. But a lot of people have suspected that.
Most believe the cloning didn't take place and that
John is a clone of who? Who am I a clone of? Who would... Have you seen another... Who?
this was a publicity stunt. The group honors Hugh Hefner.
Materials equals cum. Yeah, well, I was thinking test tubes, but yeah, sure.
January 2003, Clonate announced that they had cloned a second female baby in the Netherlands.
See, they're getting female babies because it's not a secret what you're doing. You're gonna fuck these. Oh my god.
And shortly after, a male baby in Japan. Although recruitment slowed nearly...
Didn't a Chinese guy clone 2 twins that were immune to AIDS or something? No, I heard something about that, but it's not... He didn't... Well, I don't know. I'm not sure. I know they did something where they actually genetically modified some people to be immune to AIDS. I don't think that's the same as cloning.
to a stop at this time.
But they absolutely do genetically modify people. That's like catching on. That's like a thing, you know.
Members were
you can pick your baby's eye color and stuff. This is like a thing you can do now. You can genetically modify. You know, if you go through like the IVF process, you can pick his eye color and bullshit like that. You can do that, yeah.
Still expected to pay 7% of their income to Rael, who lives off of all mandatory donations.
Donations. Keep them coming. How am I going to clone people? I'm just going to clone everybody in the chat. And then you ask why. Why would I clone everybody in this chat? I have no answer. I have no answer for that. There'd be no reason.
Inheritance.
See, like this. The Jew star with the swastika in it.
To Rael,
wild.
Including any property. And some members have already handed over their money and belongings while still being alive.
That's what I need. I need you guys to give me your stuff. Your loot. Can you give me your loot? Can I have your goop? I'm not Peanut.
Members
17% mandatory Sulk coin payment. Yeah, so I'm gonna make you buy a currency that you have to donate to me, right? It's like how the U.S. government, you know, it makes you use U.S. dollars to pay taxes in U.S. dollars. Otherwise, there'd be no reason to use U.S. dollars because they're fake anyway.
Who are willing to pay 10% of their income can become a guide. These guides will be in charge of welcoming the Elohim when they return to Earth, as well as carrying out baptisms for new recruits, which they call cellular plan transmission ceremonies.
It's just fucking word salad. It's the most word salad shit I've ever heard.
These ceremonies have to be carried out at exactly 3 p.m. when, according to Rael,
Onia says John starting a cryptocurrency would be funny. You know, we've looked into that. We've actually looked into that. And Arden, I don't know where Arden is right now, but Arden was thinking about, like, we were kicking around starting up Sulk coin. And, you know, I promise I will not rug pull. I'm not going to do the Haley Welch or anything like that. I'm not going to touch it. I just want to see what would happen.
Spaceship known as the connection
like,
state.
what if it like became the default? That's how you, how many Sulk coins do you have? Like, this is hundreds of years after I'm dead. I just have a currency that is like, you know, it is on the Sulk standard. And everyone just trades Sulk bucks.
Will receive the new
with my face on it, and I have a fucking cravat.
member's genetic code for cloning.
John is absolutely going to rug pull. I can't say that, otherwise it's not a rug pull. You know what I mean? If you give me knowing it's going to be a rug pull, then it's not a rug pull. That's just donating money to me. So shut your mouth, Lucas, or I'm putting you in the lube vat. All right, don't make me lube you.
And then there are honorary guides who are
King of All Pixels says, I like Knobs coin. And I'm going to go ahead and somebody remove that comment.
Nominated by Rael, usually when he finds them outstanding.
Lucas says stream disliked.
These people consist of celebrities and millionaires, such as in early 2004, Rael announced that Bill Gates was an honorary guide, stating Gates was more of a saint than Mother Teresa.
Oh yeah. In my cult, I'm gonna start naming honorary cult members. Jeffrey Epstein, honorary Sulk cult member. And people are gonna be like, yeah, he's part of the cult. Yeah, weirdly enough, and yeah, he's still alive
because he didn't spend donated money.
Bill Clinton, Sulk cult. Bill Gates, fuck that guy.
To convert people to a religion. In October,
Artisan is just focused on me being Paul Rudd. I'm not Paul Rudd. I don't.
Of that year, Rael would announce that Hugh Hefner, the founder.
Hugh.
of Playboy magazine, was an honorary guide because he broke sexual taboos.
Okay. He was just an old pimp.
Right.
Not Epstein, Clinton. Okay.
Rael receives a prophecy.
All right, fine. Whatever.
In 2000,
fine. Paul Rudd. I'm just trying to pick people that people be like, really? He's part of the Sulk? Like Tom Cruise. Dude, then I would get fucking Scientology all up my ass. Scientology's lawyers would be all up my ass.
Rael changes their symbol back to a swastika and begins to celebrate World Swastika Rehabilitation Day, stating that the swastika is a symbol of peace that was abused by the Nazis.
Okay.
On August 6, 2015, Rael states that he received a prophecy from Yahweh that condemned Israel, saying that the
Can I get Morgan Freeman? Probably. I can probably get Morgan Freeman.
protection for Israel had been withdrawn due to Israel's policies on the Palestinians. Rael also stated that Jews needed to leave Israel, and if they didn't, there would be dire consequences.
A lot of people be saying that. A lot of people be saying that. I don't know if they're down with that. Hey, Jess.
In 2021, a high-ranking guide in the group named Bobby Popevon was arrested for a sexual assault that took place in the group in the 1990s. Authorities have stated that it is believed there are many more victims.
That's a guy.
In the group.
That's probably a guy too.
Abuse accusations of other Raelians have been present since the 1980s.
Relief says based.
May not be in the public eye as much.
You're gonna get me in trouble. You're gonna get me in trouble.
As before,
right? And it's just me and my ascot.
But they are still very
me and
active,
my
with the
cravat.
majority of members being in Korea.
It's pronounced cravat.
So whether or not you believe that the human race was made by aliens and that Rael is the last prophet, you now know the basic facts of the Raelian movement cult. Thanks for watching.
I don't know about the spaceship or anything like that. I don't know. I don't know what the spaceship is. Life Before Cult. What is this? Maybe I want to sub. This is a tiny channel. But I'll sub. Cults are us.
Most people who have heard the name
is watchable.
Amy Carlson.
God, look at those hangers, dude. Oh my God. Ugh. Do you see? Do you see? Do you see? You need some support there. I bet she used to be cute.
And probably only remember it because of a headline about a mummified body of a cult.
Nothing's been the same since Comet Hillbop, man. And then we lost the Heaven's Gate people. Yeah. Pretty sweet Nikes they had.
Leader. But who really was the leader of the Love Has Won cult?
Definitely doesn't change.
This video will dive into Carlson's background to hopefully bring an understanding as to why she would become who she became. If you don't know about the Love Has Won cult...
Dude, we do need to start a website. I need a Sulk website. If only we had that technology.
Or just want a refresher course, check the link in the description.
I might get on that. Well, Arden Shire would have to do it because he knows how to do that shit. But like, I might do that. I might start a Sulk website.
Description below for the basic.
Have all my episodes on there. Live. It'll broadcast there. You can go straight there.
Facts of the Love Has Won cult. Amy Renee Carlson was born on November 30th, 1975 in McPherson, Kansas.
Anyways. We got a lot of good ideas tonight. We got a lot of good ideas going tonight, guys. Are you excited? I'm excited. I think it's gonna take a couple of days. I'm gonna surprise you though. Thanks for coming. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Probably not going to have the thing, but it'll take a couple of days. But remember, no one tell Farrell. No one tell Farrell. That's the important part. and the other important parts too. But it'll be a thank you for the donations. Thank you. God. Oh, God, what the fuck? Thank you. I appreciate the donations. I'm trying to fucking figure out his name. Bhutan, that's what it was. Thank you, Bhutan. I appreciate it. I remember all your names. I know everybody here. For the most part. Thanks for coming. Hit the like button. Write it down or something. I don't know. Have you guys not been building local chapters at the cult? Farmer, you should. Everyone should be doing it. Anyways, thanks for coming. I hope you guys have a good night. Stay strong. Stay cult-like. Dress well. Dress like wear a cravat. That's important. Until I see you guys tomorrow night, drink a lot of water, get a good night's sleep, and take care of yourselves, because I care about you too. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Love you. Good night.
I'm an incredible soul, unhinged and enraged like a bulldog's fierce growl. I'm spitting fire, burning through these trees, questioning the world, unraveling conspiracies. Talking about Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster too. Government lies, they're feeding me their goo. I'm diving deep into this rabbit hole, uncovering the truth, setting fire to their control. I got small nipples, but my voice is loud, roaring like thunder in this crazy crowd. They say I'm crazy, but I call it woke, unraveling the madness with every word.